Yes, it was radio from Greek. So today is another day from Norway. I was listening to the Greek radio. Let me see where it's... Chania. Radio Entasi. It doesn't really matter. And what I have had in mind just appeared was dignity. I've been talking about that before, I remember. But I have this approach today that dignity is not really the right word to describe a human value. So I was about to talk about the value of a human. Dignity is dignitarian, like if you have a status of high degree. It is Latin. If you had this high value. And those people that thought that status, what kind of status, which family you are coming from, is the dignity you carry. That may be in those days that the human value was less to nothing. Maybe a little less than nothing because it could easily be destroyed due to their approach that you were born or inherit the dignity you have. I think that is a rather poor way of talking about people. That you can define it according to where the human is coming from. And to be honest, I would like to come from a prominent family. That would give me so much demands to uphold some regulations. That's we have etiquette. We have different habits, not habits, but different behaviors. That is certain code of behavior. Like you are polite in the society. As a prominent or dignitarian, you have certain clothes that you should wear, certain behaviors, certain labor, maybe not labor at all. If you were a dignitarian, you shouldn't work like normal people. You should be of a higher class. And I think that many regards themselves, since their salary and income is so high, that they are of higher dignitarians. So I'm not talking about, I'm talking about it, but my aim is how to value the human life. There is something about abortion that is also mixing this up in a way, because we pity those girls that are raped, for example, so they can have the liberty to abort what is coming. Just stop it. Don't go further. We can end that life. We can kill it. That is the approach. And it is made in a way that we pity them. I think that is a way of excusing. And people back in those days that regarded human life for less than nothing had different excuses and good, so-called good reasons to end the life of people. The good excuse was if they had a criminal record. Even in Bible, it's written a life for a life. A tooth for a tooth, an eye for an eye. That is the excuse to end a life. And maybe it is a good prevention that you don't go around kill, because that will end your own life. And Jesus said something that judgment that you pass on others will be put on you. So I think that we humans have different excuses to regard the other one's life as less value than yourself, than our own. He is sick, he is mentally unstable, he is a criminal, he is a thief, he is a man with double standard, he is a hoax. So you behave badly to them. We defined the people that we are talking about, and then we pass judgment. We excuse ourselves of doing bad. Yes, because we defined the other ones to be less than me. I think that is the excuse that people carry on, at least if you don't do it, the leftists do. And I'm mainly talking about the leftists here on the tube, because they seem to have everything right, yet it's nothing that is right according to them, by what we others believe. If we believe in God, that is not right. They belittle us, they make us a laughing stock, and they make a mockery of us. I think that is a sin. I think that is a sin. Dignity. I think, which word could we use instead of dignity? Because dignity is where you are coming from. Where you are coming from. And it is, when it comes to human value, it's not so easy to define. It's not dignity. Let me put that down. The human value is not dignity. It's not dignity. Because dignity is where you are coming from. What kind of status you have. Either earn it or inherit it. So dignity doesn't really work. Dignity, when you go to the root of the word, you will not find any good reason to use that word. So what word could we use to value another human? I can't think of other words than holy. The value of every human is holy. Because, as Jesus put it correctly, if you judge others, you will be judged. If you kill, you will be killed. So if the dignity isn't the right word holy, every human is holy in itself. Maybe not by himself, but I can regard every human as holy. Holy. And is Bill Gates and other famous people more holy than me? Or people that are sick, mentally unstable? No. The value of a human is in what degree you can value your own life and others. It is very connected. The human value is very connected to the degree of value you value your own life and others. In a way, it is back to this sanctification, which was something I talked about just some days ago. Sanctify. Every human, by words, sanctify others, sanctify themselves. So human and speaking is very close connected. I don't want to exclude those that can't speak, not the children, no. But the care, let us talk a little bit about the children, the babies. The care that the parents, the mother gives the infant is to the degree that this infant is valued and loved. So the human value, the value of human, is to the degree that you love yourself and others. You can't only love yourself, because that is a very empty well. You will love yourself when you love others. And you will love others when you love yourself enough. So it is a very interconnected relation. How you value other people. As I said, I want to underscore that. As I said, when people are striving for abortion, I don't want to say something that is like a condemnation. I don't want to condemn. It is not in that vocabulary. But the value of the human life from pregnancy. Let me Google that word in order to get it right.
Fetus.
From the fetus to the end of days of this human life should be about love. If you can end a human life both in fetus state, in the mature faith state, or in the end, it shows how you value that life. Can you say you love the child you kill? Can you say you love the human you kill? Or help dying? It's they call it merciful death. You give mercy by killing other people. I think the only way to give mercy about that is to give your life for other people. That's how much that love is proven to be. If one could lay down his life for others, that is the ultimate love. You may say, he or she doesn't love himself. I think it is the degree that he forgets himself and loves you. The degree of forgetfulness. Because if you love someone, you tend to forget yourself. That is, maybe it is someone that have it that way. I can't define that. I have never been there. Never been there, but love tends to have this side effect that you care less for yourself and for the one that you are loving. So obviously there would be much stress if the one party is very demanding or very needy or very preoccupied with her or himself. All the love that the couples have goes to fulfill that empty space. Because love is all about filling the empty space. Nourishment is also about filling some empty space. Giving food is regarded as an act of love because it is filling an empty space. And loving yourself and others is in fact, deepest sense, filling the empty space. No one really knows how to love. I would bet that no one really knows how to love. That's why love in itself takes a lot of time to come around, to show, to prove itself. It's not proven by words. I think words can be in a way, distracting. Words is like distracting. That it doesn't really work by words. Love doesn't really work when you just say it and don't show it. Sometimes we need to say it too, just to say why I or she did what they did. Maybe words need to say I love you. And that is just making an underline, that the reason I did it is because I love you. I thought you had an empty space. I thought that you were lonely. I wanted to fill that space. Maybe that space wasn't empty. I don't know. You have the answer for that, my friends. You have the answer for that. The empty space that one try to fill. I think if it's all about my own empty space, I need love. I think it's a confused love. Love in its first state. Forget. It's Alzheimer's disease. Love is something that when you do something for others, they get attracted. Why did you do that? What made you do that? Sometimes we don't know why people do what they do. Spend time with me or spend time with you. I don't know. Because sometimes the urge leads you somewhere. And people that seemingly doesn't have a life, it's your own judgment. I was about to talk about that more than what I have touched on now. People that are sitting at home. That's why I have a vulnerability to sitting at home. I don't like to sit at home. I feel so less valued. But I think the ability to value others, your state of being, your dignity, when you can use your dignity, your status, in order to value other people. Yes, the appreciation of other people. When you can appreciate the little they do, the little they are, it's a kind of a love that makes people feel something. Feel that they are loved, not forgotten. If I remember you, it's that empty space that Alzheimer makes, that makes me remember you. And I'm not the first one I think of. You are the first one I think of. And I make for you the space in myself, in my heart, to have you in my thoughts. I think that is a proven of love. That people that remember, maybe take a call, maybe take a visit, maybe do some chores like help, is to value others. And to show that you don't take people for granted, you can pay back that kind of deed by your own love. If you don't respond, you are just a receiver and always are complaining that you are so lonely, that you are so love sick. I think you are sick, but not of love, but of selfishness, of all about you. So dignity doesn't really work for me. Dignity, you are sitting in your high chambers, having this liquor drinking habit, and you don't look outside. You don't look outside to other people that have you in their mind, but you don't show yourself. You are hiding behind bars, behind sprinkles, behind your own flowers. Be a mensch. Be what you wish others to be to you. Yeah, go out with that empty space and you will learn to love and learn to receive love from others. Because people that are outside their own homes or make a call, has to walk in the mental capacity to walk out and call you. Make them feel your love. So my friends, today was about love, the value of human. The value of a human is the love that you can give. Both to yourself, but maybe even more to other people. I wish you a good week and a good day, and much take care of yourself indeed.